Focus in this video is on feeling, and what you're feeling is actual pressure, the way your skin is being pressed between the floor and, say, your feet. That is something you can feel, and what you can also feel is changes in that pressure. So if you squat on your feet, you can even do this standing. If you rock forward, what you can feel is the skin at the front of your feet pressing down with greater pressure. And then when you rock back, you can feel your heels pressing down with greater pressure. And if you can't feel that, just rock forward. Notice any changes and rock back, and do the movement slowly and smoothly and see if you can feel the difference. There will be some muscular changes as well, but most importantly, notice the way the feeling of pressure changes as you rock forward. You may feel your toes rocking, pressing down. As you rock back, you'll feel your feet, your heels pressing down. Bakasana, you can do something similar, but to start off with, start with your feet about your heels close together with your feet turned out. You can have your hands on the floor about shoulder width apart. So my knees are wider than my shoulders, my elbows are slightly out to the side. And the idea here is that my shins cross my upper arms. And from here I can lift my hips. So from here I can lift my hips and I can move my hands back far enough that my upper arms touch my shins. And then from there, as I rock forward, what I can notice is the way that my shins press into my upper arms. And as I rock back, I can feel a decrease in that pressure. So as you repeat this exercise, just focus here. Notice the way your shins press your arms, and rock forward. You don't even have to lift your feet. Just notice the change in pressure. Then rock back and notice the release of that pressure. Rock forward slowly and rock back. And notice as well, try not to look down or back. You don't need to look at your hands or your elbows, you can feel them. Instead, look forward. Try to lengthen your neck and rock forward and back. Once you've gotten used to feeling the pressure changes between your arm and your shin, you can expand your awareness, because once you can feel it, it's pretty easy to continue feeling it without having to think. It's like looking at the speedometer of a car. Once you know where it is, you don't have to think, oh, where's the speedometer? You just look at it, see how fast you're going, then look back at traffic again. So for this is kind of the same thing. So once you can feel you notice the pressure of your shins pressing into your arms, as you rock forward, now notice the pressure change in your hands. So as you rock forward, you'll notice that your feet get lighter and your hands press down with greater pressure. So now, again, same exercise, rocking back and forward. Feel the pressure in your elbows increasing. Feel the pressure in your hands increasing. Rock back, feel the pressure in your feet increasing. Rock forward, feel the pressure in your arms and hands increasing, feet decreasing. Rock back, feel the feet increasing. Then what that means is if you focus on feeling your body, if you can recognize when your feet have no pressure, then that tells you, oh, I can lift my feet without any problem, or they'll come off of the floor by themselves. But it also means that I'm doing this because I feel comfortable. You don't have to do it with your eyes closed, and I'm not telling you, but this is just to demonstrate that the benefits of being able to feel your body. I can do this with my eyes closed, simply by feeling my shins pressing into my upper arms, and then by feeling the way my hands and feet press down. And as I rock forward, I can feel my feet pressing down with less pressure, my hands pressing down with more pressure. And this is the point where my feet are just touching the floor. They're not pressing down, they're touching the floor, and then I can lift them without any problem. So you can do the same thing with your eyes open. Just focus on feeling this point here where your shins press your arms, your hands, and your feet. Notice the pressure changes. Notice the point at which your feet are no longer pressing into the floor. That tells you your weight is over your hands, and that means you can balance on your hands.